I cared about my family. Just my family. I love them.
And the families who fell by the Order's command? Were they not worthy of—
You are a Dane. How can you speak of the value of a life? All are ranked as less than the act.
Not true. I see honor in many—
You have proved here that your compassion has a hard...
Hidden ones. Is that who you slave?
I slave for none. I'm scrubbing England clean of its filth.
Listen. Do you hear? The excuses.
Yeah! I need your eyes, my friend.
I sought pleasure with the silver I received from the Order. I shared it too, with many in need.
Don't be blinded by the gleam of your bloodlust. Shared silver always comes at a cost.
What of it? I forged good from what you call evil. Lives were improved, lives worth more than the silver. I do not regret the lives.
concede defeat. When Scops mention me, they will sing of my
Cowards do not get sagas.
I am no coward. In a long-lost battle for Wessex, I was the victor. The Scot could speak of that time. Focus on my...
No, I'll leave your reputation as it is. Here, in the blood-blackened mud.
Nornir hafa ofleitt allreiðing hér.
Thank you, friend. You are always welcome at my home.
I have not had a win all day. I must turn this around.
Rest easy, Reeve. Your time has come.
Yes. Now I will be judged at the Witten of the gods.
To Helheim with you.
Aye. Even Helheim needs a Reeve.
Good to
I want to see the Alliance map. I have changed my mind. I should go.
I'm grateful to see Basim returned. There's so much more I wish to learn from him. Ah, here is something for you. An odd letter arrived a few days ago, signed by one calling himself...
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
That's right. Someone you know.
Not by sight. But this soldier has intimate knowledge of the Order. He's the reason I've found them so easily in the cities.
The letter says you must travel to Winchester, visit God's house and look for a man in white. Then recite this passage. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
All right. I will speak with Randvi, get a fuller picture of all this.
Do you need something?
Keep this. It serves your cause better than it does my pocket.
One more gone. The world is brighter for it. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you to have this. Thank you. I expect there are yet more to claim.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham received a message from Winchester. From someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I will make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
The siege of King Aelfred's bound. The hawk shit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house.
Bring my courage to the sticky place. Oh, it's high. Why is it so?
This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
What befell?
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope. Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see. Is that so? When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to step.
In books one may find such wisdom. We had many in England, before the Danes burned our churches. A few yet remain nearby. Or perhaps a more pious soul in need of charity will reward you with a lesson.
I have nothing for you now, but I will return.
He was a man of surpassing vigor, well versed in the Bible,
Their god brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun. He rose from the dead? A nice trick, and not easily done. He bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their god.
Ote conspecto hominum quale dilect.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. Thou art weighed in the balances, and found wanting. Perhaps you should try again. Speak his story, in order.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration. Thou art weighed in the balances, and found wanting. Perhaps you should try again. Speak his story, in order.
I am no Christian. I do not know your stories.
Then return when you no longer languish in a pit of ignorance. Has his light brought illumination to your darkness? Speak his story.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. And Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Are the riddles done?
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here!
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Aelfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfred is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated.
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific... When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not... I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun. Before these fallen
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not...
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the West Gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come.